Most builders obsess over tools, tactics, and execution, but they ignore one system that affects everything: human behavior. That blind spot quietly captures growth. As I often like to say, you can't forget about the human part of business, and frankly, the human part of life. If you're building something meaningful, you're in the right place. This is the IAM2765 podcast. I'm Gresh, and for over a decade, I've had the honor and the privilege of learning directly from CEOs, entrepreneurs, and business owners just like you on how to build. After recording more than 1,600 episodes, one thing has become clear: success isn't about following someone else's blueprint. And as I like to say on the show, if you run your own race, you can't lose. Even when you feel the journey should be a straight and linear path, what I've come to find out is success is a lot more like a plate of spaghetti. So in this special segment and episode, I'm starting to curate and share some CEO hacks and CEO nuggets that I've been dying to share, drawn from thousands of episodes with phenomenal guests that have provided awesome value on the show, but also my 10 years of business experience as well too. These lessons are designed to strengthen the foundational principles that every business is built on and guided by a simple equation that we always go back to with our content: visibility plus resources times connections equals success. This is practical wisdom you can apply almost immediately. So be sure to check out the show notes for more resources and next steps on how to level up. And of course, enjoy this special episode of the I Am CEO podcast. Most builders obsess over tools, tactics, and execution, but they ignore one system that affects everything: human behavior. That blind spot quietly captures growth. As I often like to say, you can't forget about the human part of business, and frankly, the human part of life. Now, if you're working with business in the everyday, this might sound very, very familiar. Your team isn't executing the way that you expected. Communication feels off, but you can't pinpoint why. Culture problems only show up after results start slipping. In episode number 002 of our IMCO podcast, I spoke with Dr. Alexis Moreno, and she broke down a core issue most founders actually miss. Businesses are designed like machines, but they're actually run by humans. Here's what happens. Businesses and leaders often will build their business ignoring psychology, emotions, perception, and at the end of the day, they start blaming effort instead of the environment and people instead of the actual systems that are in place. This creates, honestly, frustration on both sides: leader and the founder, but also the people that are on the team as well too. And the solution that Dr. Alexis and I kind of touched on during this conversation in episode number 2 isn't about better management. It's intentional people systems. Dr. Moreno explains that high-performing teams and organizations treat human dynamics as part of the business model, not a soft afterthought that just needs to be checked off in like a box. This honestly starts with diagnosing before prescribing. Instead of assuming what's broken, assess communication patterns, trust gaps, and behavioral friction. After that, design feedback loops instead of communication command chains. People perform better when they understand they're not just being directed. And last but not least, align wellness with performance. Mental clarity, emotional health, and motivation directly affect decision-making and execution speed as well. The insight from episode 2 is simple, but it's really powerful. Healthy people build healthy companies. And here's one exercise you can kind of work on. Ask yourself this question: what behavior do I expect from my team that I've never clearly defined or clearly reinforced? If it isn't clear to them, it isn't fair to expect it. That single shift moves you from reaction to design, from frustration to actual leadership. You have to check out more of this episode with Dr. Alexis Moreno. We delved into the psychology, the wellness, leadership interests inside of real businesses and how you can unlock that within your leadership. At the end of the day, builders don't need to work harder often. They need to build better systems and include people systems in those very systems.